So in this channel, I'm really lucky in the sense where I get to test out a lot of cool products. Everything from e-bikes, to electric scooters, to different types of bike racks, and just a lot of other really cool products. But in this particular video, I'm going to discuss my top 5 products I've actually tested in 2024. And something to keep in mind is that this product list isn't in any particular order. And also, no company's actually paid to be on this list. So let's check out my top 5 products that I enjoyed this year. So first on my list is the Yakima OnRamp LX bike rack, which is a tray-style bike hitch rack that's e-bike rated and designed to fit all types of bikes. The reason why the OnRamp LX made my list is based on how easy it's made my life for carrying bikes. And on this channel, I'm lucky enough that I get to ride and review a lot of different types of bikes, and all of them so far have fit on this rack. Everything from dirt jumpers, regular mountain bikes, moto-style e-bikes, and even step-through e-bikes. What's also really cool is that the rack can handle cargo bikes with wheelbases up to 54 inches. And since the rack is designed for e-bikes, it's rated to 80 pounds per bike. The only real negative of the rack is it is pretty expensive at $899, but so far it's held up extremely well, and it's the only bike rack that I really need or use. My second choice on this list is the Velotric Summit 1, which is an e-bike that has a ton of features and it's designed to handle any type of adventure. So the Summit 1 is kind of interesting because it was originally marketed as an entry-level electric mountain bike, but Velotric rebranded it as a do-it-all adventure e-bike, which does make sense since it was being compared directly with bikes like the Eventon Rambless. So in my time with the Summit 1, I have taken the bike on a trail and it did great, but I do agree that I wouldn't label it as a full-fledged mountain bike. It can handle mild trails, but I wouldn't want to take on anything too serious. So with that being said, why did it make my list? And that's because this bike has so many features that it's kind of crazy. And just to list some of them, it has a 750 watt motor with 90 newton meters of torque. You get the choice of choosing between a torque or cadence sensor. You have 15 levels of assistance that are fully customizable, an IPX7 and UL certified battery that's waterproof with 75 miles of range. The ability to switch modes so you can make the bike a Class 1, Class 2, or Class 3 e-bike, Shimano hydraulic brakes, a built-in headlight and tail light, Apple Find My tracking, and is extremely well made. And for $2,000, I think it's an absolute steal. And I've ridden a lot of bikes this year, and the Velotric Summit 1 is the one that always sticks out in my head for its value and features. For my third pick, I chose the Caroma P1, which is a seated electric scooter with 14-inch wheels, a 500 watt motor, and a ton of personality. So why did the P1 make my list? Well, it's pretty simple. It's the most fun I've had on any product this year. It's really hard to describe what it's like to ride the P1. It's quick, smooth, and gets a lot of attention. You feel absolutely ridiculous riding it, but it's impossible not to smile when riding. And the best part is that the scooter is pretty affordable, with the 500 watt version going for about $420, which I think is a great deal for an electric scooter with 25 miles of range. Now don't get me wrong, the P1 is flawed. It's really small, so you do feel like a bear riding a tricycle. There's no speedometer, it's pretty heavy, but honestly, it just doesn't matter. The P1 has personality for days, and I try to take it out at least a couple times per week whenever I'm feeling stressed or want to unwind. The P1 is an electric scooter that you buy with your heart. If you only want a scooter that only serves to get you from point A to point B, and you don't care how it rides, then don't get the P1. But if you want a scooter that makes you smile and taps that inner child inside all of us, then I highly recommend the P1. My fourth pick is the BikeVlip, which is a portable bike stand. The way it works is that you install the 2 stands on your grips, flip the bike upside down, and then you have a bike stand without scratching up your parts or even the display if you have an e-bike. The BikeVlip is definitely one of the simplest products I've ever reviewed, but I think that's what makes it so great. I'm actually surprised it took until this year for me to find a product like this, but it's pretty awesome and I use it a lot when doing trailside maintenance. And the BikeVlip just proves that some of the simplest products are the best ones. And the last product on my list is the Hiboy DK1, which is an electric dirt bike designed for kids between ages 3 and 10. It comes with a 300 watt motor, 3 speed modes, front and rear suspension, a top speed of 15.5 miles per hour, and the ability to go about 14 miles or so. So why does this get my last pick? Because it's an affordable way to get your kids into motorcycles without having to worry about excessive noise, maintenance attributed to gas-powered dirt bikes, and with its 3 speed modes, it allows your kids to grow with the bike. Now to make it very clear, the DK1 does not compete with electric dirt bikes from Honda and KTM. The Hiboy is for a much different demographic of kids that are just getting into dirt bike riding and don't require a ton of power or great suspension. And the DK1 is actually my favorite product from 2024 because the amount of fun and memories that this bike has made for my daughter and myself. I've been able to watch her develop as a rider, And most importantly, I've been able to ride with her so much, it's kind of crazy. And just for those memories alone, for that reason, the DK1 is a bike I absolutely love. So there's a list of my top 5 favorite products that I've reviewed this year in 2024. So I ask you, the audience, what are your favorite products that you used? And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a great one.